Okay guys, so I'm going to run through how to do a assignment 2 research methods like project. Thank you for doing assignment 1 and getting that in. I'm just waiting for a couple more resubs from some people. However, at this point you need some time to be able to do assignment 2. Alright, so obviously with assignment 2 being difficult to do because we're not at college, so we can't use all of our, we can't use our classmates, we can't use our friends to be able to do the project. You need to think a little bit outside the box. Now, fortunately, Michael's done a really good job at putting together this sheet here, which is about how to pick your project. Okay, so all you need to do is you need to think back to your biomechanics data. Okay, so I know that there were some participants you used for that, and you did runs, for example, on 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, and lots of people did different times, and some ran free races, etc., etc. Okay. What you need to do now is pick one of these. Okay, so for example, you might pick number 1. Does 100 meters correlate with 400 meter time? Okay, so for example, if someone was the fastest 100 meter sprinter, was he or she also the fastest over a 400 meter runner? All right, so you could do all the working out, you could do everything that's explained on the brief. Were they faster at the 400 meters? Okay, so have a little play with that. Project 2, so does the first 20 meters of a 100 meter race predict an overall 100 meter time? So if you're looking at Usain Bolt as an example, does someone that runs the first 20 meters quicker always come out the best? As in Usain Bolt's case, not necessarily, because he tends to come out first, but his distance is gained in the last third of the race. All right, but keep reading through these. So obviously you've got number 3, you can make comparisons between 100, 200, 400 meters. Number 4 is about the comparison of acceleration at top speed. What's most important for 100 meters? You can discuss what phase is acceleration the most important. Is it the start? Is it the finish? You decide. 6, so you can do the above for 200 and 400 meters. 7, so comparison of body weight 1 to 400 meter runs. So does body weight affect it? All right, so does someone slightly heavier mean that they've got more muscle mass? Does it mean that someone that's a bit of a lighter weight has got less weight to carry, so therefore they're quicker? All right, so number 8, when do people reach top speed? All right, so you can discuss whether that's at the start of the race, is that midpoint, is that at the end, is that to do with strength, power? You've got to make conclusions there, okay? Project 9, which body weight has the fastest top speed for the 3 runs? Okay. And then obviously Michael's put the data here that you need all there. Okay, so you can use that. You've obviously got 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, all 3 or 2 participants. You've got it all down here. So you've got the acceleration, you've got their weights just there as well, and you can use all of this in your project. It's really important that you do include the data. You can't just talk about it and not back it up. And maybe if you're really, really good, you could talk about all the different factors, talk about other athletes, talk about lots and lots of different studies, journals that have been used before. Okay, right, now I'm going to go through just quickly the assignment brief. I don't know, some of you might be a little bit confused. So same place, assignment submissions, and then you go down to assignment 2, which is just there, during the 29th of April. Okay, so that's it's just under 2 weeks. Hopefully some of you have already started this. Okay, so we're on that just there, as you can see. I know Michael has obviously sent around dates and things, so you can obviously have a look at that. Right, the first bit of this one is the easy part. Okay, we started this when we're at college. Okay, so you just need to talk about the different quantitative types, design types, data collection methods, data analysis, qualitative as well, and the mixed methods. Now, obviously, we've done a little bit of that in assignment 1. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Make sure you're covering this in detail. Okay, so as it says there, you need to explain. Don't mind if you do it on a Word document, that's not a problem. You also need to explain the advantages and disadvantages, and then compare the quantitative and qualitative methods approaches. Okay, then just make sure you're ready to do this little bit of project. Okay, so you've been asked to undertake a sport and exercise-based study. All right, that's all this bit here. So you need to do these parts here, an explanation of the appropriate research methods. So you need to be able to say, what are you looking at? Are you looking at quantitative? Well, yes, you are, because that's your biomechanics data. is it a mixed approach? Are you going to do a little bit of qualitative stuff? Your chosen research design, data collection method, data analysis, and the results. Okay, so I would use those headings directly when you go through it. It should be fairly straightforward like that. Explain the research skills. So obviously explain how you did this, and you can literally say, well, we've gathered data previously, explain the different research types, how you did it at the actual time. Well, how did you gather those biomechanics data? How did you address your study? So analyze it after, strengths, areas of improvement, what could you have done better as a researcher? All of you can do that. That's super simple. And then obviously if you've got any videos of when you did the sprints, could you pop them in as well? That'll be really good. Lastly, you should evaluate it. So just again, follow these points. You can't go wrong if you include that. Okay, so obviously you see the evidence here, submission of the presentation slides. I don't mind if that is a Word document. Video recording of the presentation, at this point you can do a Word document. That's not necessarily an issue. But if you've got photos, this one's quite cool and important. Photos or a video of when you did the biomechanics, it's really important that you put them in so that we can show the evidence. Okay, graphical representation of your findings. So you've got to make sure that there's graphs in there. You can't just say, oh well, they got 0. this and 4.5, and you can't do that. You've got to include some graphs and just kind of show your data. That's the raw data. That's Michael's stuff. Okay, so put some stuff together with that, and then that's it. All right, so just make sure you go for all of that. If you do that correctly, as you'll see, that covers your distinction criteria. Okay, so any questions, drop me an email, but hopefully that has helped. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.